friends, welcome to the Laptex. My name is Nasir, and today we have HP motherboard, and which is with Ryzen 7, and this is the part number DAG7HAMB8F0. So the problem is that this motherboard has no schematic. There is a no board view. So let me bring my DC jack. So this is the DC jack I'm going to use. This is my own DC jack, and I have received bare motherboard, and let me insert DC jack here, and let me show you the condition. It is not turning on, and it is written, the status is written that no power. So let me inject power. So you will notice here that the light is appear on this particular area, and since there is a no schematic, no board view, that is why I thought that we must share my experience with this motherboard, because lots of motherboard I have repaired. Most of the time you will see in this model that the water logged on this area. Okay, and this is since the on off area, which goes to the on off or on the IO cable, but you can turn on this motherboard with the help of this. So whenever you receive this model, this is my request to all of you, that you note down all the things here which is installed, like the NTC diode is here, resistor is here, there are the 3 and 4 pull up resistor is here, and this is the on off area. Because out of 10 motherboard, 5 motherboard you will receive with the water logged at the same point, because maybe it is nearby at the keyboard or something. And also the back area is very important, so you have to you have to click a photograph of this area, so that you are not going to get any HD image of this model also. So uh, this is the problem, that it is not triggering. So I am trying to turn on, and it is not turning on. Okay, it is not there. You can see that the load is 000. So first of all, let me introduce about this model, that this uh, model has 5 volt always, and 3 volt is suspend. And most of the time you will also get confused that what type of IC, because lots of website I have seen that the guys was asking that which IC is this, which IC is this. So let me introduce you that this is the 5 volt regulator, this is your RAM regulator, and here is your 3 volt regulator. Okay, nearby processor, upside of the processor, it is 3 volt regulator. And later you will get 0.75 volt, which is required for the AMD processor, so AMU voltage. And this is here 2.5 volt, and this may be also the same, say 0.75, because 2 and 3 types of 0.75 volt is required here. So nowadays this regulator is coming, which name is TPS51. So let me show you. Nowadays TPS 51486. So this is the dual regulator coming along with three things here. Three things will be generated here. One is your VPP voltage on this tiny coil, and VDDQ will be generated here. Also a VTT voltage will be generated on some pin. Okay, so for reference, the Dell Latitude model I can say you, and if you text me on the or you write comment on the YouTube notification, I will tell you uh, the information about. Or also you can do one thing, you need not to ask to me, you just go and write down the name of this IC on the Google, and all the information will come out. You will note down then where you have to check the VTT voltage, where you have to check uh, VDDQ, sorry, yes, VDDQ voltage, and also where is the VPP voltage is generated on this IC. And now let's talk about this one. QS is equal to 8H. So this is the IC of 5 volt, and since there is a no feedback, and how can I say that this is the uh, 5 volt regulator? However, when I have received this model, so as soon as you will inject the power and you will check this, so you will find voltage like this, 4 volt. So it could be 3 volt, or it could be 5 volt. So if it is 5 volt, then also it is bad. If it is 3 volt, also it is bad. But uh, since I have lots of motherboard, this motherboard I have repaired, so I have a good experience about this. And here is the QR is equal to, okay, QR is the 3.3 volt. You can note down, because in future this types of motherboard, it comes with the Ryzen 7 and Ryzen 9. So here is the 3 volts. So let me turn on. However, it is not turning on, but S5 voltage is going to be ready. Now see, I am turning on. Let me turn on. See, 3.3 goes on, 3.3 going back, 3.3 going back. So it means that the voltage is not stable. Why? Because the 5 volt is not up to the mark. It is not threshold level. So how can we find out which IC is this, and how can we get this types of what IC? Since there is a no schematic, no diagram, so this is the DAG7HAMB8F0. So the same model you will find also with the Intel 12 generation, 13 generation. So the same IC you will find there. However, I have the different same motherboard, but unfortunately, this is the motherboard. Unfortunately, the areas, let me show you. The 5 volt area, the RAM area is the very same, but at the 5 volt point, see, at the 5 volt, this is the IC here. This is the very different IC. RAM IC is somebody has messed this motherboard. This is the scrap motherboard, and the RAM voltage is short, so CPU is short. Okay, Ryzen, I think this is also Ryzen 7 or Ryzen 9. So here we need to replace the processor, as well as we need to replace the RAM IC, because somebody has messed this IC. This IC is not used here, so but somebody has fixed this here. So write down the reference which I am giving to you. So this is the NB model. You can get the data sheet. NB8606. This is IBM model. NB is a new company which is now manufacturing motherboard. This is called something like what to call. Let me find out. Mm, Hackin. It is called Hackin. A company is there, and which is manufacturing this board, and it is written here. The company name. Let me. HQ is written here. See, this is NB8606 model. I have written here Hackin, like Quanta, Western, and Inventec, and now new company is Hackin technology. You can download the datasheet. This is the IBM model, and I am referring you. I am referring you the IC number here, where it has gone. So here is the 3.3 volt. So there is the only difference, 6258B, and one IC is C. 5 volt is called C. So this is the 6258C. So for reference I am giving you. So this IC is, if you find it, RT, let me show you my experience also, the bad experience. Suppose you have found this motherboard, and you try to find out, and you hope for the best that you could get the any clue on this motherboard, that what type of IC is that. So what is written here, so let me show you. So it is written here, QS is equal to. 8H. Okay, QS is equal to 8H. So let me write here, QH is equal to 8H image. So you are not going to get any help. Once again, let me confirm, QS, not QS, is equal to QS is equal to now the different types of things. So you are not going to get. That is why I'm giving you the reference. Okay, so the reference will really help you to find out, because this is the QS is equal to 8H. Okay, and if you find that like this, Q8 is equal to IC, any ICs? So no information about that IC. Somebody has asked that what type of IC is this. This is what I was telling you, that you never need to ask for the help that what IC is this. So that is why you need to have a reference. You write down on this diagram that if I find, let me show you my note. Sometime it really helps me a lot. See a note, the IC list which I need to have, and I have right now all these ICs. So this IC information is telling me that if there is a LJ, it means there is a QS 12 pin IC and 5 volt regulator. Reference model is the NB model. Okay, and LE is equal to the same IC. Here is the QR is equal to 12 pin IC 3 volt regulator, which name is the RT62B. So all types of helping thing now, RMCQB in a newer motherboard, all types 3.3 and 5 volt regulator information. You can click on this, or you can also make this types of a note, so that because nowadays the TPS 5125 is old. Nowadays it is not very much common in the newer motherboard. So you will stuck up if you don't have these types of regulator nowadays. Okay, so that is why I'm giving you the reference. Now back to this area. So here, what is the problem, that my instead of 5 volt, it is generating here, uh, it is generating here uh, 4 volt. So since this IC has no feedback, so my voltage cannot be low, and if it is low, it means the IC output is failure, or somewhere the voltage is drawn, some area is drawing more current, and that is why voltage is dropped. That could be one possibility, but I am not sure about that ki there is any problem in the output. So that is why I am uh, going to replace this IC first of all. Okay, since my LDO is present here, okay, 5 volt it is present here, this is power good. Where is the LDO? My LDO 5 volt is present. So let me check. There are the possibilities, like if my enable is low, then my output could be low. Okay, like if enable is 1 volt, so it is possible that your output voltage could be low. So how, how I have to check the pin? So let me tell you the all things. Now I am going to verify it one last time, then I will replace the IC. So which pin is my LDO? So pin number 12 is my LDO, 12 number pin. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So let me check 12 number. It is 4.9 volt. Okay, it is around 4.97, it is around 5 volt. So it is all right. My enable pin, this is my LDO, that is, this is my S5 enable, 6 number pin. 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is my enable pin. So let me check. 3.2 volt, this is up to the mark. Okay, this is good. And now my output is merely 4.1 volt, which must be 5 volt. So that is why in this basis I am going to replace my BTST is capacitor is also good. One number is the boot pin. Boot is not having any frequency, so let me check, verify once again, is there any PWM frequency in order to boost the voltage, or the LDO whatever I am getting. So let's make it sure. So now let me set my DSO here and let me turn on. So let me verify it. Is there any pulse or not? Yes. Now let me inject the power. So only voltage is there. Okay, it is around how much voltage? 1 volt per division. Now let me set it to 2 volt per division. So there is a no pulse at all. However, there must be pulse. Boot has pulse in order to uh, turn on the upper drive. So that is why we are required on the boot pin. Some frequencies are required. So now come back to this area. So I'm going to replace this IC. So I have to first of all make a solder wire on this. In between, let me introduce you that our worldwide offer is begin now. You can book your seat on the online video course. There we are going to add many things, like let me show you. If you are interested, you can call on this given number. Mr. Dildar sir, you don't call me, you don't ask to me, because I am very much busy. I cannot pick up your call, I cannot reply you. So sorry guys for that. And you can get in this offer from 15 August 2025 to uh, 15 September. This is for 1 month offer, and you are going to get around 250 videos and till 14 generation concept, because I am going to make the videos right now only on the no display area, where we are highly focused that all types of Intel motherboard, how you will check from beginning to the end PCH, how many signal you have to check. And also apart from that, all types of no display case study I am making, like how you will use the DSO to capture the signal that which is responsible and which is not responsible, and how many reason could be, because I am making a 2 and 3 page PPT. There I am writing all types of my experience which I have felt. I am going to make a note there. And in the latest generation, like after 10 generation, 10 to 11, 12, 13, 14 generation, till 14 and 15 generation, whatever you call it, uh, all types of signals which is introduced in new architecture, you will come to know in this class. Here is the thing which you are going to get: how to diagnose latest generations and gaming laptop no display problem. This is the highlight area of this offer in this year. However, you have been taking, if you are my old student, then you will get it after renewal, and if you are new, you will get the old videos along with this new sessions will be added in your account. So practical, actually main thing is that we are highlighted in the practical. We will give you the practical experience, that how you will have to check, like how you have to check the compensation, and you have to check you know uh, PLL, and how many as many things are required in latest generation. After 25 and 6 number RSM reset number comes, like earlier we used to check 3.3 and 5 volt, and we used to say that which is the DS motherboard and non-DS motherboard. What is the difference between the two types of motherboard, DS and non-DS? So in the DS or non-DS, all types of motherboard, what is the condition of the RSM reset? How many numbers? Like RTC is the first, DSW is the second, and when you are going to hit the, and you are going to check the RSM reset, nowadays at least 25 points you have to verify before RSM reset. So how many are those, and signals, what is those name of those signals, all thing you need to come to know. So all brand HP, Dell, Asus latest BIOS errors, Manually I will show you, because there are the lots of tools also. So manually we will tell you that how to remove the password and how you have to remove the errors from any BIOS, any generation. So latest case study, unique case study, whatever we are getting, whether it is dead, it is no display, it is turning on and off, all types of things, like how to find out your GPU is working or not in the gaming laptop. So all the case study will be added. So this is the same thing, the TPM error, BIOS error update fix will be given to you. Type C practical concept will be given to you. This is also the form of the case study. So PCH all signal practical testing, all signal from the RTC to the end, okay, to the DMI area. So we are going to check this in practical. So theory we have given to our all students, all the international students, and now it's time to learn about the practical. MPS core IC and those core ICs which is programmed, and those ICs like your C-type IC is also programmed. How you will program it, we will discuss about these things also in video. So if you are interested in this course, this is the 6.0 course, and the number is on your screen. Dildar sir number is on your screen. You can text him. He will respond to you as soon as possible. So he will tell you the and also the 20-25% is off the best quality of the video, and the in the cheapest price you are going to get only for 1 month. If you are watching this video after 15 September, so it is not valid for after that. So now come back to here. We have to set the IC. So any type of, that is why we try to help you. Look, all the things I cannot tell you on the YouTube. Why? Because there are the lots of time would is required, and we have captured those things in our videos. And we you will also experience that we have taught, that class is recorded, and that video you will get for 1 year. That is only for the 1 year subscription. Also you can increase the subscription, but it is enough for you to have it for only 1 year. You set the target that I have to learn it within a year. As many times you want to watch the video, you can. Unless you understand the concept, you keep on watching that video, okay, so that you will diagnose and you reach to the root cause of the problem. All the things is taught there. And this time with this offer, we are going to tell you that how to diagnose the problem. Little bit I will, because last year we have given you the laptop is not triggering logic, all types of not trigger, because I have challenged you there that after checking that 2-page PPT which I have made, there are the lots of case study also I have given to all my students last year, that you cannot get any dead motherboard beyond that point which I have written there. So all types of trigger logic is cleared. So we have got the feedback, positive feedback, that after having that type of knowledge, now they are repairing very smoothly, very easily. So now instead of that was a QS, instead of QS I am using here LJ. LJ is equal to, now let's see what happens. Because look, there are the two types of RTIC. Some registers could be uh, changed. If it is not same, and that is very hectic work. Now let me show you. Here is some information about the replacement, where it has gone. No, it was written in IBM. Okay, so this is the IC here, RT6258C 5 volt regulator, and the same IC I am using here. The same IC I am using here. Now it is fixed. Now power to the motherboard. So let's verify what is the voltage now. Let me check it here. So it is 5 volt. Now let me put off. So it is 5 volt. So nowadays it is very easy to repair if you know the concept, because earlier it was the problem that the voltage has the upper drive and lower drive, and also it has the feedback. So you need to verify, because the earlier generation is the tough, you can say, but the newer generation is very easy, provided that you know little bit the logic. Logic is something that you need to read the internal logic, when it will start and how many things are started in the in this IC, in the charging IC. All pin all pin knowledge you are required to understand. Otherwise, it will be really a tough task to you to repair motherboard. Now, let me check that my motherboard is turning on or not. So this is the pin, I am turning it on. So now you see it is turned on, and a load, I think it should be I have to verify few voltages here also. RAM voltage is here, let me check it. The RAM voltage 1.2 volt, VPP voltage 2.5 volt, good. Here 0.75 26 volt, 0.75 to 0.76 volt you are getting here. So here is the also the same AMD voltage 0.75 on this area. As I told you, AMD requires these types of voltages. Also you have to verify what 1.8 volt. So this is also required for the BIOS somebody has done, but I don't know it is good or bad. So 1.8 volt is responsible, but I have found one thing in AMD motherboard. If you find 3.3 volt is short, or 1.8 volt is short, so it means your processor is short. Whether you inject how many voltage, like 3 volt 4 volt, but it will not heat up. This is my experience, that if you find 1.8 volt is short or 3 volt is short, your CPU need to be replaced. So now let me, I hope that everything is all right. I think it is DDR, what, DDR5, DDR uh, now DDR4 I am using here, as it is DDR4. And I have seen in the I have received a MSI motherboard that was having uh, Ryzen 5, and it was using DDR5. So it depends, and even I have seen in the Ryzen 9 DDR4. So if you go through this data sheet, it there is mentioned that there could be DDR, like SR number you type, like 12th generation SR number. There is a clearly mention on the CPU world that the CPU is supported from DDR4 to DDR5. So we cannot do anything, because the maker is decided to use DDR4. So now let me turn on. So here is the board, I'm turning it on, and one more thing I need to use here, this is my heatsink. Okay, so don't worry, this is the so big. Yes, and this is the manageable item, and here is the my display area, where I have to see the display. If display comes, I'm not sure about the BIOS because as I told you that I have not done the BIOS. Now I am turning it on. Let's turn on. So it seems that the load is very low as the Ryzen heats up too much. So the ampere must be above 1 ampere or 1.5 ampere, and then it will go down. Definitely it will go down. So I have to verify BIOS once again. So guys, I have made the BIOS, and now I have to remove it. So what I have done here, that downloaded I have downloaded the BIOS, and I have injected the DMI area. So here it is written 25 LQ128 1.8 volt BIOS, because AMD Ryzen comes with 1.8 BIOS. So see, there is no information about the HP Pavilion. Let me show you. Sorry guys. So here is this BIOS which I have downloaded from website, and this is I have modified it. See here, if I search here Pavilion, and there is no information about the Pavilion. Okay, and you search here Pavilion, so there is the serial number and each and everything is here. So it means I have to modify it, otherwise lots of error you will get. Now let me set it on the BIOS copier, and you have to remember that you have to set it on 1.8 volt. If you forget it, it will be programmed however, but the display will not come. Now let me program it. So now my programming is done, and I have to place it back to the motherboard. If CPU is good, then I hope that the display will come. Later on I have to work on this motherboard, because since this has no diagram, no board view. So with my experience with the different other reference motherboard, I will try to figure out. However, that is dead, which I have shown you. So I'm going to place it. So now we will check it finally without using heatsink, because I don't know that the CPU is good or bad. If it starts with the same load, and I hope that processor is not good. Okay, and maybe something else could be happen, like VTT voltage I have not checked. However, it is also worked somewhere. This is something missing, capacitor I think, and VTT voltage we need to check. All the requirement I need to check before making it conclusion that whether CPU is good or not. And somebody see here, and this one is replaced. So this is the RTC VCC, sorry, RTC crystal 32 kilohertz, and this is 48 megahertz. It is used here as AMD use the 48 megahertz. So I have to verify it. If possibility seems like if anything I have found, like see something was missing on this area, and lots of work has been done, and see the area how it is damaged. So this area is damaged. So hopefully that if we get the same motherboard, because that motherboard has the different area, so core IC is also broken. See, there are so many things. I have shown you that how can you find out 5 volt regulator reference. So that was the only purpose, and later on we will thoroughly diagnose it with having a reference motherboard. Without reference motherboard it is not possible, because you see here there lots of work is done before me. So inshallah this motherboard will be okay if I have the same motherboard. So if there is some possibility that something could be very interesting, then I will try to capture the video for the second part. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this video.